Hi, this is Doreen Velin from Process Art Discovery. I want to thank you for joining me today, and we're going to talk about creation. Number one, we've all been created. I don't care, this is not a belief thing I'm talking about. We're all animals, so we've all been created. Doesn't matter how you look at it. That's how we began. So we were created. We were created by the cells splitting. We were created by the type of nutrition we had. And if you want to look at it spiritually, we were created by some force, God, Yahweh, whatever you want to call this force, outside force. But we were created from something greater than us. So, because we're created, we can create. We can create anything we want. We can create, a hairdresser can create beautiful hairstyles. A teacher can help create the minds of young people. A mother or father can create beautiful, beautiful personalities from their children and help create that. They can't do the whole thing. The child has its own mind, of course. But we can help create those things. We can help create the environment and the healthy environment for a child to grow in a healthy way. So we all have that ability to create. Now, in this creation, we have to realize we're all unique. There's only one of us. If you look at all the things in this world and all the people in this world, the billions and billions and billions of them, I don't know how many there are, but there's billions, maybe trillions, I don't care. We're like a snowflake. There's only one of us. Your creation, the way those cells split for you, is going to be different than anybody else. You're never going to see, they say we have a double. We might have a double that looks a bit like us, but that's it. They're not going to have the same personality. Because we're a creation from flesh and we're a creation from environment. So even if you have a twin sister or a twin brother, which we had twins, they're totally different personalities, right? So, and they had the same environment. But kids in the family, if you talk to different siblings, we've all had different experiences, whether we've had the same mom and dad or not, right? Our experience is not the same as my sister. My sister felt like she was a scapegoat. I was spoiled, you know. So we all have our place and our own individuality. So I'm talking about uniqueness. In art, everything is unique. I can take a perfect picture and I can even trace it and it'll be different than what my picture that I copied. If I go online and get the simplest forms of art and try to duplicate it, I'm not going to be able to do it. My paints are different, my brushes are different, my type of paint is different, the brands in my paint are different, the way I hold my brush is different. I could be light-handed, I could be heavy-handed. We all have different ways of painting. We all are unique. So how can we compare each other? How the heck can you say, oh, mine's not as good as hers? Oh, I can't do that like they can. Or my art is not as good as their art. That is BS. BS. Because my art is uncomparable to anybody else. I could have 100 people walk by my art when I have my art in the coffee shops. We have ours in the bean scene here in Kelowna. 100 people could walk by, not like it. And one person comes by and they say, oh, it spoke to them. They go, wow, I like that. So we are unique. You can't compare yourself to any other artist. I don't care how many galleries you go to. I don't know how many shows or workshops or art shows or work lessons. I don't care how many you go to. You are your own person. I am my own person. Nobody's going to paint like me. Nobody's going to think like me. Exactly like me. So I'm going to give you an example of that. Go on to Google. Go to free images. And go to an image that you like, that brings you joy. For me, if I have to think of a simple image, I think of lilacs because I love lilacs, love the smell of lilacs. My parents had lots of lilac trees. We got married in May, and my parents couldn't afford fancy flowers, so we had lilacs. I have lilac trees in my yard now, and I just love them. So I'm going to go to Google. I go and search lilac images, free. A whole bunch will come up, a whole page. You scroll down that page, and then click on one that kind of goes, oh, I like that. Okay? Click it off. Now download that picture, save it. Save it into your pictures, into your own gallery, pictures, photos, whatever it is on your mobile device or whatever you have. And then crop it. You can crop it if you like, move it around, get it, you know, different angles if you want, and do a little editing on it. And then you got your picture. So here's the one I ended up with. And there's the lilacs. Okay, so I like that one. It's simple, plain, and so I'm going to just kind of paint that, and I'm going to paint it in a way that's unique to me. So first of all, I can use the photo as a bit of a outline. So when you think of these shapes, okay, this is a shape, sort of like, what would I call that? Sort of like a bit of a triangle, but it's kind of a curved triangle. This one here is another bit of a triangle. And this one here is sort of like a bit of an oval, maybe elongated oval. So I'm going to just kind of tap in to my paper those kind of shapes. Like that. Oops, right up. Like that. This light one here, one can just kind of light. This goes onto here. Into that. And then another light one down here. Just a little tiny one there. Okay? So now I'm looking at those flowers, and I get that I can use, I'm going to probably start with the darkest ones first because they're the most inside. I usually go inside first, do my darks, and then go from there to the lights. So I want to do my shadows. I'm going to do the inside one here, kind of inside ones. Now they're kind of like they're little four petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a smaller brush, I think. I think I'll just do them as blobs. I don't think I want them too realistic. I'll just do a little blob. No, I think I'll do a little round one. I'm going to take a little round brush like this. And I'm just going to do blobs. Make it pretty simple for you. And simple for me too. So I got the dark here. Now I'm going to do some little bit lighter ones. Remember to wipe your thing off. And I'm going to do some little white ones down here. Like this. Go around that darkness, because that dark was your shadow. So you want to go around it, right? And you can't see anything through that except the green. So we'll do that. Might want to do a little bit of green. Maybe I'll do a little line of green in there before I get going too far in it. I can put the green in the little spaces there. That's all I need. And then, now, anybody can do this. You see what I'm doing? I'm doing little dots. You all can do this. And this is going to be your own unique style. That's so cool about all this. kind of a fussy little painting. Maybe I'll just do a lead for you because it takes a bit of time, and it's really the point I'm trying to get to you is that we're all individual. We're all going to have little individualities, and you will never be able to copy me. So don't try. Be you who you are, because you are the creator. Everyone can create. We all can create. You know, it's all about practice too, because I watched all the cooking shows, you know, Gordon Ramsay and all his shows and the chefs, and it has given me a lot of courage to try different types of spices, different types of presentation in food that I would never have thought of before. And so it is just watching the videos. Watch lots of videos, you know, and then turn them off and try it, and then watch another video, and try some more stuff, and then watch another video, and then try some more stuff. And the more you do that, the more you're going to feel more confident. Yeah, you're going to feel a lot more confident. And you realize you are a creator. And for those of you out there that say, oh, I can't even draw a stick man. Well, and use that for an excuse. If you really want to do it, draw a stick man. A stick man is a straight line. A stick man has a circle at the top. Do you remember playing hangman? You ever played hangman as a kid? I bet you have. I bet you have. All of us did. And if you have, you can draw a stick man. Draw a line there, draw a line there, and draw a line there. We all can draw a stick man. You know how? You keep drawing a stick man. And you draw it over and over and over until that little voice in your head goes away. And it doesn't say that it doesn't say that to you anymore. That's the secret. That's the secret. Van Gogh said that. It's not I can't take credit for it. You draw a stick man over and over till that little voice disappears in your head. So there's one of my little things. I like that. I think it's kind of cool. And yours would be completely different than mine. But start with something that you really, really love. And it gives you pleasure, gives you joy. That's how I paint. I like to give myself joy. I'm not doing it for anybody else, really. I'm doing it for myself to give myself pleasure. That's what art's about. Have a pleasant day with it. Enjoy yourself. You know, feel like the creator. Take over. And you are unique, and you are your own special person, and you are valuable. Nobody else is like you, and nobody else can paint like you or do art like you, so do it. This is Doreen Velin from Process Art Discovery. I want to thank you for joining me today, and practice those stickmen. Even when you're in a conference or in a job or sitting at a desk, draw some stickmen, and you'll never say that again. Thanks.